So many of you are catching on. You are connecting the dots. You're noticing your symptom and you're asking yourself, what happened? What was the conflict? What caught me off guard? What was unexpected? What was a moment that I felt totally alone and isolated? And what does this organ do? Where is the symptom coming from? You're seeing, oh, there is a rhyme and a reason for why my body develops symptoms. And you're noticing if you have a chronic symptom, chronic skin issues, chronic digestive issues, chronic joint pain, you have a chronic conflict. You keep stepping on tracks and reminders of your self-devaluation, of your separation, of your sexual frustration, of your indigestible morsel. Your psyche, your ancient biology has not received the message that all is well. It keeps receiving the message that all is not well. We need to adapt our biology to better suit this situation. And so many of you are asking, well, how do I resolve this conflict? You need a solution. You need a biological solution. At the first, most practical level, can you do the opposite of what the conflict was, right? If the conflict was caused from a breakup, a new healthy relationship would be the resolution. If the child's conflict was caused because they got dropped off at daycare, the solution is staying home with mom. See, it's okay. That was the cause, was the separation, right? That caused my skin to adapt. Now when I'm with mom, my skin doesn't have to adapt. If I have an indigestible morsel conflict, this money that didn't come through and I'm worried about not getting what's mine, right? It's like, am I still worried about that? Oh, well, once the money comes through, can I resolve that conflict? That is up to you. It really depends on your unique perception and experience of the thing that happened. And what is it going to take for you to feel, this is put to bed. The stone has fallen from my soul, as one of my mentors has said. It's over. Oh, it's finished. A conflict is resolved when it can't happen again, or when you can laugh about it. That's when the biology says, oh, we can close out of this program. We're not going to need this, right? But in the meantime, if the body isn't getting that message, it keeps the program minimized, right? And then you step on the track and the program reactivates. And so that's where you're running this chronic hanging healing, where you get into healing and then you reactivate the conflict, and then you resolve it and you get into healing and then you reactivate the conflict. If you're dealing with chronic symptoms, that's what's going on. You're stepping on tracks, you're sending the signal to your biology to adapt the tissue, and then you get off the track and the body goes through the repair phase. And so you need to examine yourself. What is it that I need? What is it that would make me laugh about this? What would need to change either practically or perceptually for me to let this go?